Hello, my beautiful people. So, today I'm going to connect my topic with the Punjab floods. Not long ago, everybody knows that during the Punjab floods, farmers saw their fields destroying. Months of hard work washed away in a single night. For many, this could have felt like end of everything. But instead of giving up, countless farmers stood together. They rescued the stranded families and shared food and rebuilt their homes. This is the heart of existential approach to personality. Life is uncertain, suffering is real, but we always have a choice, either sink in despair or rise by creating meaning. Just like Victor said, we can't control the storm, but we can control how we sail through it. So in this topic, we are going to understand the different main points and key points like free will, responsibility, search of meaning, and authenticity. So here, the existential approach to personality says that it develops when people face the life's fundamental questions like who am I, why am I here, or what is the purpose of my life, and make choices to give meaning to their lives. It emphasizes free will, responsibility, and authenticity. We are not controlled by fate but by meaning we create. In short, we can say that this personality says we are free to choose our path, but we must also take responsibility for it. So here, the first key point we are going to understand is free will and responsibility. We are free to make choices, but we must also take responsibility for them. For example, a student chooses to study sincerely for exams instead of blaming it. If they succeed, they own the result, and if they fail, they learn and improve instead of blaming others. For example, there is a famous popular Nelson Mandela who chooses the path of justice and equality. Even though it meant prison for 27 years, he took responsibility for his beliefs, which shaped his powerful personality. The second key point is search for meaning that was given by Frank. He said, even in suffering, people can find meaning in life. For example, someone who faces failure in business but uses the experiences to help others avoid mistakes and find purpose in their struggle. For example, the famous one is the Viktor Frankl, who survived Nazi concentration camps, realized that even in extreme suffering, meaning can be found in love, in hope, or in serving others. His book, Man's Search for Meaning, explains everything. Now the next key point is authenticity, that is, be true to yourself. Existentialist says that we must live honestly and authentically, not just copy others. For example, instead of choosing a career just to please parents, friends, one should choose what truly matches their passion, like art, teaching, or science, whatever they like. So here the famous example is of Malala, who stood up for girls' education despite threats. She stayed true to her values. That authenticity made her personality inspiring worldwide. Now the next is facing anxieties of life. Life is uncertain, death is real, and freedom can feel scary. But instead of running away, courage means accepting these anxieties, still living meaningfully. For example, moving to a new city for studies feels scary for the students or uncertain, but instead of fearing loneliness, one sees it as an opportunity for growth and independence. In short, we can say that existential approach, the life may be uncertain, but I can give it meaning through my choices. So now we'll talk about what is the positive impact of personality of existential thought. So it builds resilience, courage. It encourages authentic living, that is, one should true to yourself, help in finding purpose and meaning, and it creates personality that is mature, strong, and inspiring. For example, a student who accepts exam stress, takes responsibility, and works hard will grow into a confident, self-directed person. And if it is negative, what is the impact? It can lead to anxiety, confusion, or hopelessness. If the meaning is not found, it may result in emptiness, lack of direction, and depression. People may feel overwhelmed by freedom and responsibility. And the risk of inauthentic living is copying others, living without purpose. For example, a young person who avoids making choices out of fear of failure may feel lost, dependent, or satisfied, leading to a weaker personality. So here, to conclude, I can say that life is uncertain, but you need to understand that existential approach gives choices and meaning that should give strength to your personality. I hope you like this topic, and if you like this topic, you can always subscribe my channel and give your precious feedback. Thank you and have a nice day.